Hi everyone! I just got back from my cruise and I got my P license earlier this month so I can go drive everywhere I want by myself. But I'm in a rush right now because I actually need to print out some documents for my Hong Kong student visa. So I'll see you back home. 嗨，大家好 ，This is Jam， 我要来啦。很多人小时候都会被问一个问题，就是你未来想做什么？而我却是从小到高中毕业，都一直对我的未来不是很明确。而现在我已经考入了香港科技大学，而且也对未来更加的清晰。所以在今天的视频里面，我想跟大家讲一讲，分享一下我是怎么申请大学以及挑选课程的。先跟大家说一下，其实到现在我都不是特别的明确我以后要做什么工作，但是至少我已经很清晰的知道我想要读哪一个领域的课程以及一个大范围的目标。我在思考我要读哪一个大学的时候，我做的第一件事情就是大范围的筛选我要去读大学的城市或者国家。我想了一想，我身为在澳大利亚读高中，怎么样澳大利亚也是我的一个选项。但是呢，我也是亚洲人，而且我已经7年没有离开过黄金海岸了，所以我也挺想去亚洲的某一个大学去读。所以呢，我把我的大范围就控制在了澳大利亚和亚洲。这就是第一步，已经排除了世界上很多很多的大学。既然我已经知道我要去要么澳大利亚，要么去亚洲读书，那我就到网上查了一查世界上大学的排名，然后我去看一下在澳大利亚排的最前面的最有名气的一些大学，以及在亚洲最有名气的大学。这样一下子我的大学选择又筛选了一大波，只剩下10到15个大学左右。But from here on out, once I've had 10 to 15 universities that I wanted to go to, it was very hard for me to cut down anymore because I just didn't know. I didn't know the universities well enough. All I knew was their rankings and reputation. So it's hard for me to filter out even more universities. So this brings me on to step 2. In step 2, instead of looking at what universities potentially that I would want to go to, I instead went onto each university's website and went onto their course search. Now, I've always been very interested in STEM-related subjects in high school, so what I did was, in the course search of each university, I searched up STEM-related courses such as math, physics, science, computer science, etc. And I took a brief look at the subject descriptions, prospects, requirements for each of those degrees that I might be interested in all of the universities. Now, this process took me a while, and by doing that, I was able to rule out even more universities because I was able to figure out which universities didn't have that much emphasis on STEM-related degrees. So now we are ready for the third step. 当我有了10个选择左右的时候，我又重新问了我自己这个问题 ：Where do I see myself in the next 5 years or 10 years？ 虽然我之前一直回答不出这个问题，但是当我已经把我想去读的大学已经筛选到了只有10个左右的时候，这个问题反而变得简单了起来。因为本来范围太大，所以我根本就不知道我该怎么回答。但是现在当我已经看到我有可能会去澳大利亚读书，有可能会去香港读书，而且我知道有可能是在澳大利亚的哪一个大学或者香港的哪一个大学读书的时候，这让我回答这个问题变得更加的简单。所以我当时的理由就是我在黄金海岸已经待了整整7年，根本就没有离开过，甚至都没有去过旅游，而且我的大部分家人都在亚洲，所以个人来说，我更加希望可以去一个新的地方，开阔一个新的领域，去挑战一下新的生活。也因如此，我的目标大学就成为了香港的一些大学，比如说香港科技大学和香港大学之类。因为 international students 的学费特别贵，所以我当时的目标就是要拿到香港某所大学的全额奖学金。如果我没有拿到的话，那我就会选择在悉尼或者昆士兰读大学。Then I was really lucky to receive the full tuition scholarship from HKUST, which resulted in me gratefully taking the offer from that university. However, throughout this whole process, there's this particular experience or should I say multiple experiences that made me realize a mistake I made during this process. And that was applying for too many universities. It's a good thing to apply for more universities and be safe. But a part of my approach was actually not correct in the sense that the universities that I applied to, say HKU and HKUST, the entry requirements for both of the courses that I've applied to were very similar. I needed an IB 44 for a full scholarship in both of those universities, which would allow me to go to Hong Kong. And the mistake that I made here is because the scholarship requirements are exactly the same, if I were to receive an IB 44 or above, which I did, I'd have to decide which one I wanted to go to, and it's just a waste of time and money. And also, I had to overcome this hard feeling of rejecting a precious full tuition scholarship offer from HKU. So instead, what I should have done is I should have decided beforehand exactly which university and which course I wanted to take, because I'd have to make the decision anyways after I received the offer. And this occurrence becomes even more prominent with the Australian universities that I've applied to. I applied to UQ via QTAC and also University of Sydney via UAC. And now that I think about it, there was really no point for me to apply to both QTAC and UAC because I've already decided that if I were to study in Australia, I wanted to go to University of Sydney. And UAC actually gave me 5 preferences which I could take for universities in New South Wales. So I could have ordered those in a way that I have I really want to go to courses at the very front, for example option 1 or 2, and then I'll have my lower entry requirement courses at the bottom, which just makes sure I get into university. By also applying to QTAC, I do the same thing. I have the course that I really want to get into, and then also courses that will definitely allow me to get to university. I'm kind of duplicating the exact same thing, even though I already know I prefer University of Sydney. What I've learned from that is that it's a good thing to apply for more universities, but you have to apply for it in a smart way that there's like a pyramid for your courses that you really want to go to, and also your lower entry requirement courses that will guarantee entry, but you never want, for example, multiple courses or universities on the same level of the pyramid, because if you end up getting to that level, then they will clash and you'll have to reject more unnecessary offers. OK， 今天我的大学经验就分享到这里。如果你们想听到我在申请大学的时候的更多经验以及interview 这种东西的话，那请继续关注我的频道。幹嘛係咁先啦，大家下次見。See ya。